In this video, I'm going to help potential buyers of the C5 generation of the Corvette understand what changes took place from the initial model year in 1997 through each successive year all the way to the final model year in 2004. So stick around. So first I better start with a little bit of a disclaimer. So I'm not going to cover every single change that took place in the C5 generation over its lifespan from 97 to 2004. I'm going to try and highlight all the major things that changed with each successive model year. The other thing is I'm not going to dive too much into this one's more reliable than this one, and this one has got problems, harmonic balancer, electronic brake control module. There are a lot of videos on YouTube that cover that sort of topic. Really, I'm more interested in providing you information about what new options were available in different years, or what colors changed from year to year, and when did the wheels change, and those sorts of things. And so, that having been said, let's begin with the first year, 1997. The new C5 generation Corvette was first introduced at the North American International Auto Show in Detroit, Michigan, January of 1997. First customer deliveries didn't start until March of that year, and therefore, it was a short production run and only 9,752 were produced. All of them were coupes with removable targa tops. Other standard features included leather seats, a Delco stereo system with cassette, and Bose speakers. The C5 represented a complete redesign from the C4 generation. It featured the new LS1 5.7-liter V8 engine, making 345 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque. The new C5 featured a rear transaxle, a first for Corvette. The idea was to improve the weight distribution of the car to help improve handling. The 97 Corvette had slight front-end bias of 51.4%. The overall weight was about 80 pounds less than the final model year, the C4, and a 5-spoke wheel design, sometimes referred to as the wagon wheel, was 17 inches in front and 18 inches in the rear. The 97 came standard with 4-speed automatic. The 4L60E automatic was one of the few holdovers from the C4 generation. For $815, buyers could choose the new BorgWarner T56 6-speed manual transmission. 2,809 of the 97 models came equipped with the manual. There were 7 colors available initially: a white, a black, a silver, a green, a Nassau blue metallic, a torch red, and a light carmine red metallic. 1998 brought the return of the convertible. A total of 31,084 Corvettes were built in 98, of which 11,849 were convertibles. The convertible has a trunk that could be accessed from the outside, something not seen in a Corvette since 1962. An active handling system was a new option for 98. It provides additional control under slippery conditions or extreme handling situations. It was capable of applying the brakes to individual wheels to counter oversteer or understeer. An Indy 500 pace car convertible was available as an option. It came in what I think is a rather obnoxious purple with a black and yellow interior, black convertible top, yellow painted stock wheels, and special accents. These were fully equipped Corvettes. The only available options were a front license plate frame, a 12-disc changer, body side moldings, and the magnesium wheels. The 7 colors from the 97 model year carried over, and 2 new ones, plus the pace car color, were added: light pewter metallic and medium purple pearl metallic. There were 2 experimental colors in 98. Somewhere around 12 to 14 navy blue metallic cars were built, as well as 12 to 15 Aztec gold cars were built. The magnesium wheel option was new for 98, and there was 1 new interior color, if you don't include the pace car, and that is light oak. 1999 brought a new model to the Corvette lineup, the fixed roof coupe or hardtop. Total production in 99 was 33,270, of which 4,031 were fixed roof coupes. Chevy had originally intended this to be an entry-level low-cost model. Interestingly, it included a manual transmission and Z51 performance handling package as standard. The model was stiffer and lighter than the Targa or convertible. Chevy likely figured these would be used as track cars. A power telescopic steering wheel was added for the coupes and convertibles only. Twilight Sentinel was added as an option. It had a low light sensor that would raise the headlights in low light conditions. Heads-up display was added as an option for '99. This also marked the final year of the wide spoke wagon wheel design wheels that was introduced in '97. The 12 colors from 1998 was whittled down to just 8 in '99: white, black, silver, light pewter, torch red, magnetic red, Nassau blue, and navy blue. In 2000, production was 33,682. New wheels with a thin spoke design were standard starting in 2000. Polished wheels were an option. Minor upgrades to the Z51 Performance handling package and the selective real-time damping were done for the 2000 model year. The passive keyless entry system which Chevy introduced in 1993 was replaced by a standard active keyless entry system. The passenger door no longer features a key cylinder. It was deemed unnecessary due to the keyless entry system. The driver's door still featured a key cylinder. 2 seals were redesigned. The one on top of the windshield was changed to help keep water out of the interior when the door was opened. The coupe rear hatch seal was redesigned to try and keep water away from falling on the Bose speakers in the interior when opened during rain or when the vehicle was wet. Minor updates were made to the seat belts to make them buckle easier and retract easier. Minor changes were made to the seats that included the addition of vinyl in high wear areas instead of leather to make them last longer. And 8 colors from the '99 model year carried over, and 2 new colors were added: Millennium Yellow and Dark Bowling Green Metallic. A torch red interior option replaced the fire horn red to more closely match the torch red exterior color. 2001 production was 35,627. All base model fixed roof coupes have now been dropped. This year is the return of the Z06 high-performance model featuring the LS6 engine making 385 horsepower and 385 pound-feet of torque. It was only available with a 6-speed manual transmission. The Z06 had a titanium exhaust system that was 19 pounds lighter than the stainless steel system used in the other models. The LS1 motor had some upgrades that increased power from 345 horsepower to 350. Convertibles got upgraded weather stripping to reduce top noise. Chevy introduced 2 equipment groups. The 1SB group included sport seats, power passenger seat, dual zone air conditioning, fog lamps, memory package. Coupes also got a luggage parcel shade. Convertibles got Twilight Sentinel and electrochromatic mirrors that dim to reduce glare from headlights behind you. The 1SC equipment group includes everything in 1SB plus the electrochromatic mirrors, heads-up display, Twilight Sentinel, and power telescopic steering column. The 1SC convertible adds heads-up display and power telescopic steering column. Colors for 2001 are a carryover from 2000, except for the Nassau blue that was dropped. For 2002, production is 35,767. Floor mats become standard equipment. Front stabilizer links changed from rolled rod steel to aluminum for weight savings. Convertibles with heads-up display and all Z06s got a thinner windshield for weight savings, 4.8 millimeters thick instead of the standard 5.4 millimeters. Z06 models get an upgraded LS6 engine, power increases to 405 horsepower and 405 pound-feet of torque. Colors carry over from 2001, except navy blue is dropped for the new shade called Electron Blue, and the dark bowling green metallic is dropped altogether. 2003. Production is 35,469. 2003 marks the 50th anniversary of the original 1953 Corvette. So for 03, Chevy introduced a 50th anniversary model. It includes an anniversary red Xerolic crystal exterior paint, front fender emblems, champagne-painted aluminum wheels, a shale interior, 1SB preferred equipment group, embroidered logos on seat headrests and floor mats, and the new F55 magnetic selective ride control. The F55 was optional for standard coupes and convertibles. This option replaced the older F45 real-time damping option. This was the year that Chevy decided to make several items standard features instead of options on non-Z06 models. These included fog lamps, sport seats, power passenger seat, dual zone air conditioning, and coupes got the parcel net and luggage shade. All 2003 models got 50th anniversary logos on the hood and the rear decks. 2 colors were dropped in 2003, the light pewter metallic and the magnetic red metallic. 2 new ones were added, the medium spiral gray metallic and the 50th anniversary red metallic. 2004. This marks the final year for the C5 generation of the Corvette. Production was 34,064 cars. Chevrolet introduced a 24 Hours of Le Mans commemorative edition to celebrate the victory by the C5R race car at Le Mans. They were all Le Mans blue with special emblems on the hood and rear deck and a crossed flag embroidery on the headrests. The commemorative edition was also available on the Z06. It included a carbon fiber hood that weighed 10.6 pounds less than the conventional hood. This would mark the very first time carbon fiber was used on an exterior painted body panel for any North American vehicle. Z06 also received suspension upgrades, which improved cornering ability. There were several color changes for 2004. Arctic White replaced Speedway White. Magnetic Red 2 replaced the Anniversary Red. This color was very similar to Magnetic Red that was used from 1999 through 2002. And Quicksilver is dropped for Machine Silver. And that concludes my overview of the C5 generation of the Chevrolet Corvette and all the major changes that took place over its lifespan from 1997 through 2004. If you're a C5 owner or maybe past owner, drop me a comment below. Did I forget something you think should have been included in this video? And if you're shopping for a C5, they're wonderful cars. I think you're going to love them. My name is Tom Stroup. You've been watching Find the Right Road. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks, and we'll catch you next time.